What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel and thank you for tuning in. This video here is going to serve the purpose of the beginning of a very long but exciting series, because the property that I'm walking on right now, my wife and I, we bought this property back in September of 2023. Current day, it is November of 2025, and we are finally starting the process of building a home. We're going to build our dream forever home. In all this land that I have cleared, we have a total of 4 acres. I wish it went further back that way. It does not. Currently, what you see behind me cleared is roughly an acre, and we own about 3 more acres that away. Yeah, this is the start of the process of building a house. I want to share this on YouTube for other people who are doing it, and I want to share the entire progress, the everything for somebody else who is going to be in my situation who wants to build a house. When we finally start to break ground, I want to share weekly updates of everything that has been done. And we'll share costs, we'll share everything, timelines, time lapses is kind of what I meant there. And yeah, this is just the start of it. So my wife and I bought this property a little over 2 years ago. We were going to build on it last year. However, we got married instead. So we didn't want to bite off more than we could chew at that point. We wanted to pay for the wedding and have it completely done and out of the way before we started building a house. And that has now been done. So it's like I said, it's currently November of 2025. We actually already have been in the process of designing our home, right? We picked a builder, and we've been designing our house for the past 2 months or so. And we actually have our first site visit next, in about 2 weeks, present time. 2 weeks present time, we have a site visit, and the builder's gonna come out here and we're gonna mark out where the house is gonna go, the orientation of it, get all the pitches done for the grading and everything. And we're basically gonna start the house, right? And then hopefully within the next 2 weeks after the site visit, we have all the quotes in for excavation. We have all the quotes in for well, septic, and everything else, because unfortunately where we're at, we actually do not have any access to any kind of public amenities, right? So the only thing we have access to is electricity, which I will show you because I already had the power company out. So we know exactly where the power and the telephone pole is going to go. And I already have a couple well quotes. Yeah, so hopefully we have all that stuff done. And then, we might be able to close at that point with total costs and estimates here by the end of the year, maybe January 2026. And then hopefully early next spring. So maybe after everything falls, after winter here in Pennsylvania, maybe March, April, May, hopefully we could actually start digging and then, start the process of actually building. So the big thing is we bought this place 2023 September. We pretty much cleared it all in 2024. I wish I would have brought my drone with me today to film the current state of this. However, I do have some videos of, when we bought this, and I will insert that into the, into the video here so you can see what it looked like when we bought it. All right, guys, this is going to be my before. I clearly already cut this spot because I just wanted room to work, and cut this because this grass has been long overdue. You can see how overgrown this entire place is. I don't know what's underneath any of this. I've never seen this yet. So we're gonna try with the weed whacker and see how far we could get. And honestly, I'm just filming this because I think some people, it's like a fetish. Some people might like seeing the clearing process. So all that being said. And I wanted to have everything, well, basically 2025, I did not get out here as much as, I barely got out here. I got out here like 2 times to cut the grass, that's about it. I basically just had to brush hog it. We pretty much worked all year, all 2025, just to pay for the wedding. We didn't want to go into any sort of debt or anything like that for a wedding. That is now done. The wedding's done, we're married. Now this is the process. But either way, we now have a lot of work to do because, I'm trying to do as much stuff as I can, myself before I have to pay for it, loop anything into a loan. So let me show you what we got going on real quick. And like I said, this is just kind of like the start, the beginning of probably about a year process to build our forever home. All right, guys, so like I said, what we have cleared so far right now is a little under an acre, believe it or not. We don't go any further that way. I wish we did, like I said. However, we do go 3 more acres that way. But I have a lot of stuff to get done. For example, that entire pile of crap that I took from a clean out job, that needs to go into the dump trailer and actually get taken out of here, right? All the stuff down here, all these big stumps and stuff that I dug out, that big pile of stumps, let me zoom in. All this stuff needs to be taken out of here, burnt. Basically, I just need to get this lot cleaned up a little bit better. We got to start stripping topsoil for the house to get built, right? And all of this is essentially going to be my front yard. So all of this stuff needs to go somewhere. I have a shipping container, all this crap here on my trailers. There's a bulldozer behind the container, right? All this stuff needs to go somewhere over there. We'll clear some trees, we'll make trailer parking, we'll make shipping container parking, we'll make all that over there. So that way the house could, be over here in this vicinity and not be all junked up by any of this. Then this right here, you'll see this stake. This stake right here is where the power company said we have to put a pole on my side of the street. So the pole goes there, we're tapping into the neighbor's pole. It needs to go here. So for example, I need to have all of this cleared, 15-foot diameter from that stake, so that way they could come set a pole. They could clean it up however they charge me for it. So I'm gonna make sure all of that brush and like some of these small trees are just gone. And from that pole, like driveway, we're going to continue to use this driveway, and we'll use these 2 trees, and that's going to be nice. The driveway will come in, go right to the house. We'll be able to park, and house will be over here. We'll make trailer parking in a garage later on over that way. So it should be kind of nice, which makes all of this right here, this is going to be my front yard, right? So this is that stuff that just really needs to be cleaned up and out. Now we've kept it the past 2 years just because like it's been great privacy, for the property to keep my stuff. However, when I have a house here, all this stuff needs to go. This is all just dead brush and thorn bushes and weeds and stuff. Now the trees, the big trees could stay. However, all this stuff has to go. And then, for example, you see my property actually goes to that tree, but we'll at least clear all the way to this tree because like they technically use that yard. I'm not gonna fuss with them. They've been here way longer before me. But all of this stuff just needs to be cleaned out. So that way I have a really nice front yard. And we would like to keep privacy, so we might end up just putting up some like nice bushes or something like that, or nice trees. But at the end of the day, when this stuff all grows in the summertime, it looks awful. Dozer needs to go, container needs to go, all the pallets, this stuff all needs to go. So realistically, I just need to get out here every day that I can on my days off of work and just start this process, get all this stuff cleared. So that way, where I'm standing right now, when I have a house here, it's not gonna look awful, right? So as much as preparation I could do now is just gonna make the long-term goal a little bit easier, right? So like I said, this video is it's a little bit different. I mean, if you're new to the channel, follow me for like house stuff now, welcome aboard. If you're part of my 17,000 subscribers that come back every week for truck content, please don't go away. I mean, I understand it if you do, but I probably won't be able to do as much truck content at the moment in this stage of my life. It's time to build a house, and so this is what house building is going to be what the content is for a little bit. So yeah, let me give you a good view down here, because this is one of my favorite views. Down in the lower corner, I actually own to like one of these trees. I got to go find the stake, but this is kind of like the lower end. So that's kind of my property line over that way. It goes all the way up and over. Like I said, I'm pretty much all the way as far as I can go this way right now. The house is, probably going to go somewhere in this vicinity. So this will all be yard, back here. This over here is all going to be yard. Like I said, we could keep expanding that way to put up like pole building, chicken coops, like I said, trailer parking, dozer parking, all that stuff could go over there. So right now it actually looks like a lot of property from back here, but when you measure it, it's a little bit less than an acre that I have cleared. So not as much as I thought I cleared originally until I actually, did the measurements and whatnot. But this is where the future house will go. And I know this video here isn't crazy exciting or anything, but I came out here to work here today, and all day that's all I've been thinking about is like, man, I need to make like a introductory video, like a start of the whole process, because literally in 2 weeks time, we're going to have the builders out here. They're going to tell us where the house is going to go, and I want to be able to keep you guys up to date. And I'm going to give you a video after our site visit in 2 weeks. But I wanted to at least start this series, start this whole thing right now. So I hope you're looking forward to seeing the house, go up and get built. I know we are, and we're going to document as much of it as we can to share with you guys. And same thing after the house is built. We're going to film everything, right? We're going to film chicken coop stuff, and we're going to film anything with this Kubota, because we got a lot of land prep and stuff like that to do. And over that way I want to dig and make a bunch of trails for dirt bikes and stuff, right? There's a lot of fun stuff we are going to get to do once we actually live here, and I'm super excited for it. So I hope you guys want to join along. If you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you want to see some more stuff like this. So thank you guys so much, and see you on the next upload.